something. Here's my Zakk Wylde Gibson. Zakk Wylde, see, you know, it's with nothing on. Actually, I had the neck shellac. I like a slippery neck. His, when you get it, they're actually, you know, just plain. He likes to plane it. I hate that. But for all you guys out there, because I have 2 guitars made by Sandoval, and I keep getting this, you know, because I have the Jackson V, the 3rd one ever made, and people go, "Oh, you should get a Sandoval, you know, instead of a knockoff, Jackson." Ibuprofen. That's what I'm down to now. Ibuprofen. I got myself off methadone, then Suboxone, then I just want off all of these drugs. I'm tired of taking them. I'm not going to take them anymore. And it ain't easy. It ain't easy. Friggin', I thought kicking Vicodin a million, whenever, in 2004. 2004, yeah, it was hard. I just admit it. I was an alcoholic when I was in the rock band. I didn't drink. I stopped drinking in 97, end of 97, at 98. You know, July 1st, that was it. I was done. I made sure I wasn't too hungover so I wouldn't be tempted. So, and that was it. I was just done. Sick and tired of being sick and tired. But then what happens a few years later, I go to a doctor because my back hurts. He starts giving me what he called candy. And it was Vicodin and Soma, which is like, yeah, a friggin' speedball if you take enough of them. And I did. I worked my way from 3 a day each to 80 10 milligram Norcos or whatever. Whatever 10 milligram Vicodin, hydrocodone, and 40 to 60 Soma a day. That's bad. Plus, it's very expensive. I was so stupid, and I sold a beautiful black Gibson Explorer that I had. It was a beautiful black reissue. And then I had the, this is before they had, because I think you can get them with mirrored, you know, mirrored pick guards and, oh, this, look at this. This is what I find so funny. But there was this mirrored on the, anyways, I sold my Explorer. That's how bad it was. I sold for $700. And it was immaculate. I mean, even the case was beautiful. It had this, like, velvet thing that you'd, that would cover the guitar, and it was, the guy that was buying it too, he said, "Are you sure?" He goes, "I'm going to give you my number if you want to buy this back," because you, and I go, "No, just take it," because I was, so see, that's what drugs do. So if you ever go to the doctor and he offers you drugs, say, "Don't give me a narcotic, please." And if he does, watch out. Be careful. I don't know why I'm doing this public service announcement. What I'm telling you is, I don't want this anymore. I've decided, and this is a beautiful guitar. I've only made changes to the knobs. I put that shotgun shell one in, but I can put the white one in back, and it'll be, actually they were all black, and then I did black and white. You know, kind of makes sense. But, I don't know, this is set up weird. I don't like it. I've never liked Gibson. I usually would end up getting Gibson just because. There's the back. I don't know where the cover is for that. But, I mean, this is Gibson. It's, you know, it's not, I don't know what else it could be. You know, oh yeah, that's right, the Ace Frehley ripoffs. I only have one. I have one Ace Frehley, Chinese Ace Frehley. I figured, you know, $200. Who cares? and it's great. First, because what it is it's an Epiphone. It's exactly like my Epiphone Ace Frehley, because I bought the black transparent Epiphone Ace Frehley. It is exact. So what they were doing was the company, because they have several factories over there. I mean, I actually ran into the guy. I had a friend that got me the blue burst, because that wasn't easy. That was supposed to go out like big time as a Gibson Custom, and then it stopped, and he only ordered a few for like himself, Ace Frehley, and his family and stuff. So I got one, a numberless one. It's got no number, and I've messed with it. It's because I know I'm not gonna ever sell it. So I got all the pickups to glow, and it smokes. But I think I took the smoke thing out already, because there was so much junk in the control, where the controls were. It was messing everything up. I mean, I had a little smoke machine thing in there, and then the battery for the lights, for the pickups. It was crazy. And I didn't want to drill any extra holes to do this. We didn't have to do it to make the glowing thing. So it's still all original. I mean, you know, I changed the knobs, and I put everything's blue on that guitar. Even the strings. Everything is blue. It's very cool. I might sell that too. I don't know. I've been unemployed for 4 years because of this friggin' accident and going through therapy, physical therapy. Even though I think my doctor wants me to go to a psychiatrist now, but I might. I don't know. It's free. Well, yeah, that's right. I got so much on my mind. I really don't want to start selling these things, but I'm going to. So I'll play a little for you. It sounds good. It's a good sounding guitar. It looks good, obviously. I mean, that's a cool looking guitar. I don't know. This needs to be set up different. It's all in the springs. Because I had 2 springs and it was 2. I put 3 in there. Now it sits weird. So, you know, whatever. But it does sound good. I don't like it. I hate Gibson. I don't like Gibson. Let's see what that sounds like. See, it's set up to be like a Randy, almost exactly like Randy, except for that's when these people say, "Oh, you want a Sandoval?" Well, I have two Sandovals. The first one I had made, it's a star shape, you know, like at first Eddie Van Halen cut up that Ibanez Destroyer, they called it, but it was just an Explorer ripoff. He cut that up. He actually got that guitar from Chris Holmes of Wasp, and Eddie would give Chris all his old amp. Chris Holmes has all of Eddie's old Marshalls from the first two albums, and I had 3 Marshall stacks that Chris Holmes, when he was staying in there and drinking and doing drugs for several months in the garage, he had 3 guitars left and those amps. And I would go back, he'd let me go back there and play, and those things, I mean, it sounded like someone said, "Oh, Ted Nugent picked up his guitar and put it through Eddie's setup, and it sounded exactly like Ted Nugent." Well, yeah, kind of, but if you wanted, you could sound like Eddie. There was chords, especially the open G. When you do that with Eddie's amps, the friggin' growled, man. Oh. But, and then when Chris Holmes would play, it'd sound like Chris Holmes. But if you really listen, there's that Eddie tone. And it's because it's all of Eddie's old, Marshall Plexis. You should get them back. I'm sure friggin', they're probably gone. I'm sure Chris sold them for drugs. Sorry, Chris. He was raised a Mormon. I'm Mormon. Everybody always asks, what about that picture of Jesus and that other picture? Well, that's Jesus Christ. Yours and mine, Lord and Savior. The other one is the prophets of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, starting with Joseph Smith, the first true and living prophet, to President Thomas S. Monson, who is now the only true and living prophet. The Pope is a good guy. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of crazy stuff that happened but it's a huge church, though. And that, not marrying thing, they took that Peter's, something that Peter, was it Peter or Paul? Something that Paul said and blew it, took it the wrong way, where you shouldn't get married and all that. No, you need to get married. That's why you have a wee-wee. And that's why people are attracted to it. Try not to get... But there you go. I don't know why I'm just yapping, but here you go. I don't know. I don't like it. I mean, kind of I like it. It's cool looking. It's got the, you know, I even put that in for the straps. I got, you know, like Eddie. I think Randy did it too on one of his, I can't remember. Zakk does it though, so that's what. This is a Zakk guitar. It's set up like his guitar, and I don't like it. It's hard to play sitting down, that's for damn sure. I mean, standing up, I'm sure, maybe it's a whole different guitar, but I don't think I'll be doing too many gigs standing up. I don't know. I'm looking for a band, so for guitar or bass, anything at this point, I'd be happy playing anything. But if you want it, it's for sale. It's a Gibson Zakk Wylde. It's number 349. Fairly low. That's a pretty low number. But there you go. There it is, and I don't want it. So if you want it, make an offer. But make a good offer. Don't give me this couple $100, $500, $600. You know, this is a Zakk Wylde Gibson Custom Shop. So just so you got religious speech. All sorts of crap I talked about. The main thing I'm trying to get across is this is for sale. I'm starting to sell off my guitars. This, my Dime Explosion V, that's for sale. 700 to 900, whatever. I don't know about my basses. I got two Nicky 6 basses. I got the bloody white. It's the white Warlock that he had on the Shout Out the Devil tour with the blood on. Actually, there was never blood on it, but there was a Helter Skelter photo shoot, it was called, and he was all bloody, and then there was blood all over the bass. You can actually see it from here. If you look in that other room, it's right there, hanging off a case, and then right there, if you can see, is the Gibson, the Nicky Thunderbird, Blackbird, whatever the hell it was called. And that, it looks cool. It plays good, but the sound is really, it's not there. It doesn't sound like a T-Bird. It doesn't sound like a Thunderbird at all. I mean, I got a, whatchamacallit, one of those Epiphone, what is it? The Epiphone, whatever, the Epiphone Gothic. So it almost looks like it's black, you know, like flat black paint with a, it plays as good as my Gibson Thunderbirds. And, well, I had a black and a white one, and now my friend has them. But, maybe he would trade one. Or maybe he would sell one. I gotta call him. Because, not the black one. The black one, he's gotta keep. But maybe we can sell that white one. I don't know. And then split the money, and then I can, you know, get money out of it. I don't know. We'll see. There you go. So that's it. I'm not going into any speeches after I've done enough. I'll see you later. Remember, there it is. Gibson Zakk Wylde Custom Shop Flying V for sale. Make an offer. Make an offer. Any offer. I might take it. Later.